Hi, I'm Emily Stewart, politics reporter with The Street, and I'm here with John Aristotle Phillips from PredictIt to talk about election 2016. So one thing I wanted to talk about today was D.C. statehood, whether Washington, D.C. will vote on a referendum to at least try to become a state. It looks like your traders think that that's going to happen.
Oh, it's definitely going to happen. Taxation without representation has never been very popular in America, and this is that people feel very strongly about this one. There are arguments on both sides, but this is certainly going to pass.
Wow, yeah, it's exciting. And so then moving to some newer markets that you have, one of them is on Fed Chair Janet Yellen, whether or not she will still be chair in 2017, even though her term is not up until 2018.
Right, so this is an interesting one. The traders asked to have this market put up, and it'll be interesting to see how much trading is done on this market. Right now it's just opened, and we'll see over the course of the day and next couple of weeks to see how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Well, Trump has said that he's not a fan of Janet Yellen, so we might see her hit the road. And the popular vote, too, is another one that you guys are just opening up, whether or not the winner will get more than 50%.
Sure. So I love this market because in 3 of the last 6 presidential elections, the winner did not get more than 50% plus.
Really?
So this is not just an academic exercise. This is going to be interesting to see what the popular vote. There are 4 real candidates in the race, and we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But the market right now says yes. 70% says yes. So we'll see.
So that would be a landslide for maybe Hillary or Trump. And then I know another one that you have that we don't have a slide for, but is whether or not Trump or Clinton would concede. Clinton likely would, Trump maybe not. He said he wouldn't.
Right. So we had difficulty actually wording this one, Emily, because what is a concession? If a concession is immediately followed by, and I'm going to take this to court, I'm not so sure that's a concession. So traders should read the wording on this concession market very carefully. But in fact, there's some question as to whether either of these candidates will concede in the day after by the end of the day following the election, and no one knows. But it's going to be an interesting market, and it actually is probably going to set the tone in many ways for the months in the next 4 years to come. Whether there is a concession by the loser as well as a victory speech, a gracious victory speech by the winner.
Well, Trump says that he'll accept the results as long as he wins. So that's fair. And then the last thing is on Jennifer Palmieri, who's communications director for Hillary Clinton, whether or not she will stay on through Election Day.
Sure. So this is interesting because this is real sort of inside baseball, but it also has to do with ramifications of the WikiLeaks revelations. If you read the text of the email, as I did just before coming on camera today, it's interesting. I mean, she says, take the money, but there's a pretty interesting discussion before that as to whether or not what the policy is going to be, what the precedent's going to be, and this has to do with registered foreign lobbyists, whether or not to allow them to bundle and to take money. And it's in the middle of a campaign. It's not some ivory tower discussion of this. It's actually what is going to happen and how they're going to react to this. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we will keep an eye out. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.